Hey, what's up, everybody? Joseph Rothschild, aka Mono Bluetron here, and I'm back again with another episode of 10-minute testing. Well, I got the microphone, but it has to be plugged into a microphone jack, which I guess I probably should have assumed, but my computer only has a headphone jack, so now I have to go buy a converter, so you'll have to put up with this tinny in-computer audio for another couple of days. You also may have noticed I did not upload a video yesterday. I am making 10-minute testing a Monday, Wednesday, Friday thing. Doing it every day was really just eating into too much of my time, and most of my time is being spent now on another secret project, which I will let you guys know more about as it draws closer, but expect to hear stuff by the end of the month. For now, let's just jump into deck edit and see what I got for you. So this is an incredibly innovative and original deck. I am tentatively calling it Rank 4 Spam. I know it's a pretty difficult deck to wrap your head around, but I guess I'll go through the card choices here. Goblinberg and Tin Goldfish have long been the staples in a deck archetype where you just barf out as many rank 4 dudes as possible, but Gold and Silver Gadget have basically the same effect when combined with the gadgets. So I'm playing 2 of each of the gadgets, 3 of the Gold and Silver Gadget, 3 of Tin Goldfish, 3 of Kage de Kage, and 3 of Goblinberg alongside 2 Summoner Monk. The unfortunate part is that if you use Goblinberg to summon a gadget, you don't get the gadget effect because it misses timing or something. We are also playing 2 Instant Fusion for Norden and Darkfire Dragon, an Upstart Goblin or a Geki, 2 Dark Holes, 3 Rank Up Magic Quick Chaos, and 2 Barion's Force. These are just to push for damage. These are because I included a Rank Up Magic package that I think is good enough. We have 3 Twin Twisters and then a whole suite for our Rafflesia. The unfortunate part is we're not really playing a whole lot of spells, so sometimes these Summoner Monks are just normal summon 4-star monsters that you can, get off of Tin Goldfish or Goblinberg. In the extra, we've got Silent Honor Dark, Silent Honor Arc, Utopia Ray 5, Rafflesia, 2 Lightnings, 3 Utopias, a Cowboy, a Heartland Draco, 2 Musketeers, and the Instant Fusion targets. You might be wondering about the Heartland Draco and Cowboy. That's because this deck has a really hard time OTKing and has to be able to punch through usually an additional 4,000 damage, but hopefully 2,800 will be enough to get there. So let's jump into the games and see how it works. Our first match is against Black Wings, pure Black Wings. They're playing Anti-Spell Fragrance, which is okay against our deck, but, most of our spells are just going to get discarded to Summoner Monk anyway, so it's not a big deal. I think this is a bad Black Wing hand. I'm not particularly, knowledgeable about Black Wings, but then he draws into Chris and Gladius, and I'm like, okay, well, sure. He flips the Anti-Spell Fragrance during my turn, but I'm able to chain Twin Twister, and then we get to go off with the card I sent for Twin Twister with our Instant and Norden. We get to make 2 rank forces. I pick Utopia the Lightning and Castell. Castell is going to return the one that's not Chris, and then Utopia the Lightning is going to run over him for 1,000,000 damage. I'm just using Lightning's effect to push for damage. I don't know if it's correct. I assume it is not. He has Blizzard the Far North, which is unfortunate for us because now he gets to run over the Utopia the Lightning. But never underestimate this deck's ability to just barf out a ton of stupid rank 4s all the time. So we barf out another stupid rank 4, go into another copy of Utopia the Lightning. At this point, the deck was only playing 1, and this game was enough for me to be like, well, I should probably at least be playing 2. It's kind of hard to get over creatures with more than 2,500 attack that aren't. So I don't know why he has decided to play it out. I think maybe he has like a Battle Fader or something. I can't think of any other reason, so I make Cowboy to win. This next match is a bleeder, and I kind of have to start it right away, or else we're not going to make it into 10 minutes because it takes forever. He just is playing Blue Eyes, starts out with spooky maiden tricks in order to get 2 Blue Eyes out, overlays him into the illustrious Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon. He actually goes into full armor Photon Dragon, which, correct me if I'm wrong, that doesn't seem particularly good, but thankfully we can run over that with our Utopia the Lightning, so we make that card. Unfortunately, we don't have a way to get Instant Fusion to work until main phase 2, but that's fine. We'll just go into Castell and Castell him, and then we pass it back. At this point, we're feeling okay, and then he draws Return of the Dragon Lords and is able to make Azure Eyes Silver Dragon. We don't actually have a very good way of getting over Azure Eyes without making another copy of Utopia Lightning, which can't do anyway because he will just prevent it from being destroyed. So I'm like, let's just make Rafflesia. We can at least bottomless the card that he brings back, which we do. He, goes for 1,000,000 trade-ins, uses alternative in order to kill our Utopia the Lightning. At this point, I figure that we're kind of bonered just because I don't really have a lot of ways to get over 3,000 guys. I do draw into another copy of Rank Up Quick Chaos, so I am able to make Silent Honor Dark, which can take the Azurize even if it's in defense mode. That's the benefit of going into Dark. I use Rafflesia to send Traptrix Trap Hole. He banishes Return of the Dragon Lords in order to prevent it from being destroyed. We gain a whole bunch of life, but then he's going to make Hyretic Sun Dragon and blow up a bunch of our cards. So, it's been a while since I've seen Hyretic Sun Dragon. I usually, don't see this guy out of Dark Worlds. Figure that we might be okay as long as we can draw into any of our million cards that enable us to make another Castel. And of course we don't. He draws into Trade-In and an 8-star monster, which is a little better. Then he draws into another, which is the Dragon Lords, and Sage, which gets to summon off of the Light Beacon. So we're a little bonered now. We got to get over these 2 creatures instead of 1. We now can make a rank 4, which is good, but not great. We can go into Utopia the Lightning, but now he has another Return of the Dragon Lords in his graveyard. So we do that anyway, just thinking it's better than nothing. He goes to 5,000. That's fine. He's nowhere near dead, so we're, kind of in fight or flight. We draw into Gold Gadget, and he Solemn Warnings it. So at this point, I'm thinking, okay, so we can't really kill him with Heartland Draco. He's at 1,000 too many to do that. We can't really kill him with Cowboy unless we get Heartland Draco and Cowboy out, which seems unlikely. But we can chain this stupid Silver Gadget effect over and over again. And if we draw Rank Up Magic, we can go into Utopia Ray 5, target Hyretic Sun Dragon, and then do 3,000. So I'm like, okay, that's the plan from now on. Unfortunately, we run out of gadgets in our deck before we draw a Rank Up Magic. We do draw an Instant Fusion, which allows us to make a rank 4. And I'm like, okay, we have one more turn. We make Utopia. We negate both the attacks. And then we can Rank Up Magic into Utopia C39. And here it comes. We draw an Upstart and a Goblin. I think 10 of the cards left in the deck were outs, but sometimes that happens. After that long match, this one's way shorter. We don't get to go turn 1, which is great. We tin Goldfish, and he uses Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit to destroy it. It does not negate it, so we still get Red Gadget. I'm like, well, I'm not really itching to make a rank 4 with Katakage or something, so let's just attack. And we do. He sets a Sea Crush Wyvern. At this point, I figure out what he's doing. It has taken a little bit of time. I do use Katakage here. I'm like, okay, let's make Utopia Ray V so that we can destroy this monster without having to attack into it and push for damage. We do. It's Crush Wyvern. That's rough. He has Instant Fusion, which is a little scary, and Regeki. He uses the Instant Fusion in order to get a Panzer Dragon, then realizes that this doesn't actually do what he wants because I don't have anything on the field to destroy, and he concedes. Worth noting, I could have used Instant Fusion on my turn in order to push for damage. I didn't because it wasn't lethal, but in retrospect, getting him dead to Cowboy is probably pretty important. So we're back with the deck. I know it went 2-1, but the deck actually doesn't feel very strong. It's actually kind of weak. I think the reason it looks strong is because we hit a deck that does nothing if you can grind it out of resources, and a deck that bricked into the sun. Even the Blue Eyes player was making Hyretic Sun Dragon, so how good of a Blue Eyes player could he have possibly been? To me, it felt like the Rank Up Magics were particularly weak, but there was nothing we could do to not include them because we are playing Summoner Monk. If there were better spells, I'd probably be playing that. Additionally, going into Silent Honor Dark and Utopia Ray V really isn't enough of an incentive in order to play these bad cards. I didn't like playing 3 Twin Twisters. They felt pretty cloggy, but I don't know what else you would play. Spells are terrible. The turn 1s were still pretty bad, even with Rafflesia and having this whole package. It certainly feels like a lot of the time you're just waiting for your opponent to OTK you, which brings me to the last giant weakness of this deck, which is its inability to OTK. Routinely, I would find myself staring down nothing and unable to kill my opponent, only really able to do about 2,500 points of damage. That's really not great, especially in a format when anyone can kill you out of nowhere. I would really like if Utopia the Lightning could use this effect for no reason and just do 5,000 points of damage, but it's unfortunate that it can't. I think this deck is fun. I don't think it's super competitive. It might get better if they release more rank 4s that are good, or maybe more things you can stack on top of Utopia, but until that day, I probably wouldn't pick it up. And that's that. I hope you enjoyed watching a gadget deck play for the first time since 2009. I hope you enjoyed the Rank 4 engine coming back. I know everyone likes how fun and interactive it is. And I hope you liked watching Utopia prevent us from dying for a whole turn. If you did, make sure to give me a like, a comment, or a subscribe. It really helps me out a lot. And if you want to see a certain deck played on Monday, let me know in the comments below, and I'll sleeve it up and run it through the YGO Pro Gauntlet. Otherwise, I'm going to play whatever I'm feeling like. So if you don't want that to happen, make sure to let me know. See you Monday.